Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Welcome to Tarot Tuesday Tarot. Welcome to the new season, year, whatevs of Tarot Tuesdays. I'm excited. I'm excited to find new tarot spreads that I enjoy and like and think, oh my gosh, this is going to be awesome, and share them with you. However, that is not the case today. I could not find like the perfect spread for today. Maybe you can relate. Like I got it in my head like that I wanted to do a tarot spread tackling the topic of taking your power back. So if you've ever gone like hunting for a specific tarot spread, sometimes you find them and then sometimes you just don't and think, fuck it, I'll make my own. So that is what I've done today. Since I was so clearly like seeing the questions that I wanted to talk about, ask, think about, intend, I thought just do your own, I guess, today, because I could literally not find a tarot spread that, nailed it. I even posted on my tarot spread layout stories like as a request, like if you know of any tarot spreads that are about taking your power back. And even though like so many people saw that story, like way friggin' more than all of my other accounts combined. And I just want to say that is so ironic. Like the accounts that like I try to promote, nobody cares about. The one that like I just did for fun, I get so much like, wow. That is a message for life as well. When our egos try to figure it all out and make things happen, it's just like fail. When we just release and let go and give it over to spirit, bada boom, bada bing, like everything just falls into place. So anyways, it's a 4-card spread. This tarot spread is sponsored today by Herb Oracle. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, take your power back. So the big theme for us here at Ho for 2021 is powering up. Tomorrow we'll have a power up episode, and we're gonna power up awakening, activations, and energy. This week, our herb of the week is horsetail. It's wanting us to power up and connect with our higher self and the higher energies. And so this whole powering up, well, as a preliminary step, before you can power up, you need to take your power back. So many fucking times we give our power away. We give our power away to our lovers. We give our power away to our bosses, our family, our children, our government. Like, why the heck are we so willing to give our power away? Do we even realize or not that we're doing it? But before you can power up, you need to take your power back. So that's what we're doing today. We're taking our power back, or at least getting the idea going on in our minds that we do need to take our power back. We need to evaluate, one, if we gave our power away, and then, can I please have it back? And you don't just ask for it back, you fucking take it back. So this spread is for when you realize you've given your power away. And I have literally watched myself give my power away. And I also have had the experience of not realizing I did that. And then I've also then had the experience of claiming it, taking it back, and being like, whoa, I don't have to answer to nobody. I don't have to answer to anybody. And it's not like I've like turned into a raging like lunatic bitch, but I just felt that energy be returned to me, and a confidence and a knowingness that I don't have to answer to anyone, right? May all of my energy be returned to me. And so in my own personal life, I'm there. This is where I'm at. I've taken, and perhaps in some small circumstances, I still need to take my power back, but I've done pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm having all my energy be returned to me because, that needed to happen. Well, since I've realized that I have given my power away, and in a couple cases, I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize how that took my power away, right? I didn't realize, and then that opened up a whole other can of worms. Okay, so how do I take another lover at some point and not give my power away, right? I don't want to keep on giving men my power. I want to have a lover that empowers me, that doesn't take my power away. So that's a whole other topic, kind of. But today we're going to focus on other questions. But just in my own personal life, that's just what I'm going to be entering in, the contemplation. Am I able to have a lover and not give my power away? So that'll be another spread, another day when I'm even ready or willing or open to think about that. But since I'm aware of it, my point is, now that I'm aware that I do that, I am certainly being more careful about who I even let into my space right now. I'm certainly being more careful about even entertaining the idea of anything, because looking back on my life, it's been so detrimental to me, and most of the time I did not realize I gave my power away. But now that I'm getting my power back, So here's the 4 cards if you want to shuffle and pull with me today on Tarot Tuesday. The first one is, who have I given and need to take back my power? So we're just going to pull a card and see if it gives us any insight on who there could be more than one. You know this, right? There could be multiple people or situations or whatever that you have given your power away to. Here's the thing. Nobody took your power. You fucking gave it to them. So you can take it back. So don't feel like a victim, they took my power away. No, honey. You gave it to them. Whether consciously or unconsciously, you gave it to them, which is good news because you can take it back. And so, first card, who? Now, the second card is going to kind of overlap on the bottom of the first card. If you want an insight card, why did I do this? Okay, so that will be kind of interesting. First card is, who have I given and need to take my power back? Second card that overlaps on the bottom corner of the first card, why did I do this? Why did I do this? Did you want a feeling of security? Did you want a sense of belonging? Were you afraid of your own power? See, so a lot of people are afraid of their own power. They're like, no, you decide for me. No, you be in charge, right? That's essentially you being afraid of your own power. Why did I do this? So maybe we'll just see what the cards say. I'm going to use the Herb Crafters Tarot all year. I'm done being wishy-washy. I'm using the Herbal Tarot over at Herbal Marie, and so this year I'm just going to stick with my monogamous Herb Crafters Tarot. You know me and monogamy, it's just wow. Okay, so yeah, I just feel comfortable sticking with that one. It does know me, and I'm getting to know it, and actually that's really beautiful. I have dozens of decks, oracle decks, and getting a little collection of tarot decks now. And it's fun to have multiple decks, but really one special deck is also very nice. And you can take that analogy any way you want with it. Okay, third card. It is a Tarot Tuesday. I can feel my inner naughty being yay, as we get to play. How can I best take my power back? Oh, how can I best take back my power? I don't care. It doesn't matter how you read it. Third card is course of action. How can I best take my power back? Sometimes you got to block that number. Sometimes you literally have to like remove yourself from the space. Sometimes you just have to say no, or just refuse to say yes. They don't have to even know about it, but it's just, maybe sometimes you can, we have on somewhere in Tarot Spread Layout, there's a cord cutting layout. You can do a cord cutting intention or ceremony or symbolic, whatever you want to, but as long as you are consciously doing it. But anyways, we'll just pull a card and see what it says. I never know if these are going to make sense or not, but we get to hang out and shuffle. How can I best take back my power? Ooh, how can I best take back my power? So this might just be a little insight, encouragement, suggestion. May or may not make sense. Who cares? All right, then the last card. Okay, assuming that the first three cards are going to get us figuring out who and why and how, right? Like we're taking back. So as we take back, the very next step then is going to be, how can I repair, nourish, and grow my power? See, your place of power in your solar plexus, after you've given it away, it's been empty, it's been weak. You can take it back, but now you have to give it a space to grow. Now you need to hold on to it. Now you need to love it. Now you need to make room for it. Now you need to own it, claim it, feed it. How can I nourish? How can I repair, nourish, and grow my power? So that should give you warm tinglies all up in your cheeks and down your thighs. That's where I'm getting them. Because it's like, yes, I want my power back. I need my power. And I don't want to give it away again. So, especially in romantic relationships, like this is a definite issue. Coming together, but then somebody has to give up their power. And it's not just like who gets to decide which restaurant we're going to. Like, it's not just like that kind of like decision-making power. This is like literal, like, do you feel less or more with this person? It's like, and it's just a topic that I'm going to have to really, really think about. And, the Course in Miracles is helping me with that too, because I'm hooking up with the pathwaysoflight.org. And they have a couple courses and classes on there that talk about relationships and how, like, it's like we do have to change our perspective. And this one quote, or just part of this one description, it said something like, we can't experience real love until we love everyone. And then another part said something about, like, you have to realize that, like, before you can have a real relationship, you have to realize that, like, there is no special relationship. And so it's really helping me, like, figure out that, like, we think we want a special relationship, but then in some ways that weakens us and takes our power away, and we become like not vulnerable in like a good way, So anyways, this is for those of us who have realized that we have given our power away, and it is time for us to say, may all of my energy be returned to me. It is time to take back my power. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our 45th herb of the week, horsetail, and I lovingly dedicate them all to you. Thank you. From my losses, I gain the experience to create a brighter tomorrow. I find strength deep within. I am safe and secure. I am open to messages through my intuition, dreams, and synchronicities. I am connected to my higher self. We are one. From my losses, I gain the experience to create a brighter tomorrow. I find strength deep within. I am safe and secure. I am open to messages through my intuition, dreams, and synchronicities. I am connected to my higher self. We are one. And so it is. All right, so I got my old steady out here. me and my monogamous tarot deck. Yeah, me and monogamy. I am. I'm a loyal Taurus, absolutely. And so now that I've just been with myself for literally a year, over a year, now I'm feeling pretty committed to just myself. Can anyone relate? You've been fucking yourself for so long. Now you just really are monogamous and committed to yourself. All right, so I love you. I love me. I'm trying to love everybody. I really am. But yeah, despite wanting and trying to love everybody and kind of genuinely doing a pretty good job of extending the frequency and an intelligence of love out towards everybody. With that, I am seeing where I need to take my power back because I realize that I've given it away, so yeah, that's why I want to talk about, my past lover with you a little bit today because yeah, it's been over a year now, okay? But yet I let him energetically string me along. I energetically still gave him so much power. Even to the point that I was like, yeah, I don't know, maybe there's still something there. Bitch, it has been a year. It has been a year. But yet it was like he still had my power. He still had a connection to me. And I'm just really starting to be like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I totally gave him my power away. So in that particular circumstance, yeah, that number just got blocked. So anyways, that's what you need to do. It's I love you so much, leave me the fuck alone. So, I know, and guess how I felt after I did it? Freer, more free. Wow, that really sucks that I had to come down to that, but apparently I have to because it's been a year now. It's been a year. It's been a year. You need to move on or not, or just stay put, with yourself. But definitely move on away from that situation that you gave your power away. So anyways, I think this is shuffled good. But I just wanted to warm it up. It's been a while. Okay. Oh, it's been a while. Yeah. So anyways, I know some people just tune in to see if and when I'll ever see a penis in my life. But I'll tell you what, it's I feel like this year, stepping into more of a spiritual role, and really keeping busy. Literally the Course in Miracles is keeping me so busy, along with some of my other readings and studies and narrations and podcasts that I'm doing. Last year, it just seemed like every other podcast, I was like, where is my lover? I miss getting dick and all of that. Well, now I totally moved out of that, and now I'm not even looking for it or wanting it, and I'm actually feeling satisfied just doing God. I'm feeling satisfied just doing God right now and doing myself and connecting on all these other energetic levels. But what a weird experience this whole last year has been for me. And so yeah, it's prime time to take back my power. Okay, are you shuffled up? Sorry, that was a lot of shuffling, but I just want it to be good, you guys. All right, so I know specifically who I've given my power to, at least one person, okay? And so there's other ways too, and how do you know? How do you know if you've given your power away? I think you have to really start to pay attention, how you feel. Do you feel strong or weak, like with this person? Can you say what you need to say? Is there emotional or like communication? Are you able to speak? Like sometimes this is simple things of like you getting tongue-tied or quieter or like all of a sudden weirdly reserved. You got to notice that when you're around certain people, because like what just happened there? Where did your place of power go? Did you just give your power away? You know, so start not just in romantic relationships, like all interactions. Notice if and when you give your power away, or if you change, or I mean, you have to really start observing yourself, like watch yourself like a movie plays out, and like be super tuned in to like when you feel empowered or not. Do you act differently with certain people? That might be you giving your power away. That might be why you're acting different. That might be why you're feeling different. That might be why you can't speak your mind. So these are just all like little things to keep an eye out for. I'm sure there's more. Let me know. Let me know, because I'm trying to really watch too that I don't give any more of my power away. I want it back, and I want it all back, and I want it back now. So who have I given and need to take back my power? First question, get your shuffle going on. Who have I given? We'll just see if we get a card to represent a specific person in your life. Who have I given and need to take back my power? Okay, so specifically, one fell out. Yeah, like I have to roll my chair the whole way back. All right, it is the Adelita of Earth. It is Yucca. It is Yucca. Now, it could have been reversed, but I'm just gonna, for the sake of the way it fell, it was like on its side, so I'm just gonna put it upright so I can see it and read it. It's the Adelita of Earth, Yucca. Now, this don't make no sense to me right off the bat, so I'm going to grab the Herb Crafter's Tarot Guidebook. The Adelitas are warriors. So you may have given your power away to another warrior. Let me think here. This makes me, in my own personal life, then think of another person who, yeah, that this actually might apply. You know, so even some people who come off at first, oh, I'm so glad we're switching people. Like just for me personally, I'm glad, because this one actually probably needs to be addressed more. You're right. Okay, so sometimes people come off as our friends or allies. And yes, they're there for a reason. But even in that friendship, ally thing going on, even in a good thing, you can give your power away. Maybe especially in a good thing, you can give your power away. So someone who's in your life that is very spiritual, right? That is maybe like on the same path as you. And this is going to be maybe the trickiest situations. These people who maybe you think know better than you, or know more than you, or have more fantastic, fairer guidance. I don't know why I want to say the word fairer. Okay. But people who like you think like they know more and better than you. And so you look to them for guidance. You're giving your power away to them. Anytime you outsource for your own direction, advice, guidance, even if it's good advice and guidance, you're still outsourcing. You're still looking outside of yourself, and you are giving your power away. So who have I given and need to take back my power? Well, a warrior of the earth, which is a beautiful thing, absolutely, but still, and that could also even represent my mother too, actually. My mother is definitely, absolutely a warrior of the earth. Maybe this is mom. Maybe this is actually my mom, because yeah, the warriors are all about activism and drive and autonomy, right? These plants maybe are somewhat controversial, but they are definitely protectors of the earth. They definitely are ancestors and honor the land, the yucca. The Adelita of earth is the yucca. So anyways, I'm thinking that's maybe now who it is. See, isn't it interesting? Maybe sometimes our tarot cards lead us from one person to the other, and really they're all the same, okay? They're all the same. Power given away is power given away, and we need to take our power back. So, okay, I like the way this is showing me now, because, you know, sometimes we think, okay, I have to take my power back. That means you need to get out of my life, or you need to go away. But this yucca is actually saying to me, there are certain situations that, yes, of course, you should get rid of that. I mean, yeah, he don't need to be calling you no more, right? Like, there are certain situations that's like, yes, distance, separate, block, remove, fuck off. However, there's a lot of other situations that you need to realize you've given your power away to someone good. Pardon me. You've given your power away to someone good and beneficial and very much on the same page as you. But power given away, nonetheless, is power given away. And it's not that you're going to not be around this person, but what you need to do is learn to be around this person and still honor your path, right? Still have your spirituality grounded in such a strong way that you can still be around this person without giving your power away. Now, the Adelita of earth is driven by the power of place. So she really likes to be like in sacred places, outside, in nature, using her area. And so that also to me comes with a message. Me criticizing and condemning the little acre that I live on. Oh yeah, it's dysfunctional here, absolutely. But when I do that, I give my power away. So this is not even almost now maybe a person to me anymore. My message keeps changing. This is so interesting. Now it's saying, you have given your power away to the land, or maybe more specifically the house, or how the house is not functioning on this land, or this land is not something, you know, something's definitely dysfunctional. I can list it for you all over my property and in my house and in my basement and in the septic system and blah, 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 blah. And anytime that gets me upset, like when I go back and see that part of the yard is flooded and the garage is cracking and flooded, and you know what I mean? I'm giving my power away. So now my cards are saying, yes, you've given your power away to lover, best friends, your mother, and your house, and your property, and your land, which is not what the land ever intended. The land wants to make us powerful. It wants to empower us. But if I criticize and condemn and complain and feel like it's out to get me, I am giving my power away. So now I have 4 or 5 at least things where I can see from this one yucca card. Ooh, and this is funny joke now. Yuck. When I go down in the basement and I see that there's sewage water in the corner, yuck. Right? When I go to the flooding part, yuck. When I go to the things that are dilapidated, yuck. When I go to the criticism of another person in my life, yuck. When I go to a memory of an old lover and how he made me feel, yuck. So now the yucca is making jokes. You know, anything that I say yucca to, I'm giving my power away. I'm letting it affect me. I'm letting it influence me. And that shit needs to stop. Nothing can touch me. Nothing can affect me. Nothing can take my power away. Nothing and no one. So now that we've got our targets set on who, what, how, why did I do this, right? Why did I do this? Well, clearly Yucca is saying in advance, you brought your ego with you. That's where you screwed up. Like Yucca tells us, the message from Yucca is that we need to be in service to nature, of nature, without the ego. Okay? Yucca wants us to be committed to earth honoring spiritual practices. We want to be feeling the beauty and bounty of the land. And how did we screw that up? Well, we brought our ego. We brought our ego. It's like, yeah, you've been hardworking, but your ego makes you give your power away. So I can show up to this podcast and love it, love it, love it. Like, this is so beneficial to me. This could be so empowering to me all the time. But when is it not? When I allow my ego to say, yeah, but it don't make you no money. And so then, ironically, my podcast that should be empowering me will take my power away because I have allowed myself to be taken from, to be victimized, to be whatever. So I really need to catch myself in all things and notice. And so do you now, right? Who, what, how, what, how did we do this? When are we giving our power away? And then when we recognize that, we'll realize that we need to take our power back. So just for shits and giggles, let's pull a card that goes on the bottom corner of this card sideways. Why did I do this? Like, what the heck? Why did I even do this? This is not something that I want to do. Why did I do this? Hold on. My deck is like, okay. I feel like I'm shaking the card, like shaking it like a psychotic maniac. And all of the cards except one are going back down. Like, if you can see how I'm shaking this, it's ridiculous. Okay, and as I shake it, it doesn't go back down and it's just leaning at me even more. Okay, it is Bee Balm, 2 of Fire. So I'm just going to lay it on the corner of, I don't want to cover up the Adelita of Earth message, the word. Now, what if it would have been upside down? Oh, it looks so good upside down. Look at me moving my cards around. Okay, now the yucca plant's upside down because it just looks better. So remember how I said I didn't know which way it was? Now I'm just going to put it upside down. All right, 2 of Fire, Bee Balm. Why? This is why I would do this? Why would I do this? This is a really cute scene. There's like 2 little terracotta pots, some bee balm, and that, like, did she just cut them? There's some tools, garden gloves, garden seeds. There's a garden hat. I don't know what's going on here. She's working. Okay, but how does this tell me why I did this? 2 of Fire. All right, the twos are all about pollination, choice, and it's like reciprocal, but reciprocity. Yeah, fuck that word. Okay, so, all right, here's why I did this. Why did I do this? Why did I give my power away? And she says, harness the power of desire. Oh, well, there's the D word. Desire. Harness the power of desire. So this is saying to me right off the bat, your ego had desires and you thought, maybe this was a good idea, or you were distracted by your desires. Like, even with the house, like, the ego says, oh, you have to have a house that looks like this and that. Like, you have to have it clean. You have to have it functioning, right? Well, maybe I don't. Like, it's still probably better than living in a straw hut, right? But my desire for something beautiful and acceptable, my desire maybe to have, think about that. The power of desire. It can be guided and it can be misguided. So Bee Balm also says, embrace creativity with confidence, courageously step toward the heat. So why did I do all this? Why did I do all this? Bee Balm says, an empowered, bright spirit inspires others. So, now this is going to seem a little topsy-turvy ironic, but at my core, I want to inspire others. But in the process of my desire to inspire, thinking that I maybe was helping somebody, I gave my power away. So we want to uplift and connect and be with and whatever, but do we, in the process of wanting to help somebody, not help ourselves by giving our power away? So why did I do this? Well, with very good intentions, right? Very good, seemingly good intentions, but we just don't realize how often and how much we give our power away. So now we have to say, may all of my energy be returned to me. You know, why did I do this? I just was trying to help, inspire people, right? I just, took the back seat so that they could feel good. I lessened my power so that they could have the illusion of being more powerful. So when you hang out with people who are also not in their power fully, it is a give and take scenario. So the best case scenario is everyone getting empowered 100%, everyone stepping into their power absolutely, completely, and fully, then coming together and truly empowering others and each other without anyone having to compromise or give up any little bit of their own personal power. So Bee Balm really does want us to get spicy and courageously confident with passion and creativity and excitement. And we do need to take our power back for those reasons so we can continue on and proceed in the new year with confidence and creativeness and excitement, and so that we can just breeze on through the fear. So we can get through that fear, because in the fear is when people really give their power away. So maybe I had some personal fear of being alone, fear of being rejected, fear of being not accepted, fear of being homeless. And in our fear, we're so willing to give our power away. That's why the governments, before they take your power away from you, they put you in fear. And if you're in fear long enough, you're going to be easy to control, because you're literally just in that state where you're in fear, you give your power away. So that's why it's so important for everybody to not fall into fear. Be confident about what must be done. Okay? Be confident that now is the time for you to take back your power. Okay, so how can I best take back my power? Now that I realize all this and have a greater perspective and understanding of it, how can I best take back my power? Let's see what Herbal Ally wants to come in now to assist me. How can I best take back my power? Burdock, the Hanged One. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so I just need to hang out. Just need to hang out. Okay. So I got number 12, the Hanged One, Burdock. This is that card that has the Burdock runes, which I've been talking about since I got this deck, since we started this podcast. Like, I want to get some gobo and slice it up and dehydrate it, and with like a wood burning pen, put on the symbols of the runes. Now, that's not happened yet, but I'll tell you what has happened is, do I even have it beside me? Yeah, I ordered these little tiny wooden discs, which I don't know, they look kind of bland, so I'll have to like stain them or soak them in like black walnut hulls. But can you hear that? That's the sound of wooden little circles clanging on each other. So I am making progress on maybe someday doing this craft with wood, but not burdock. But I really do want the burdock, so I'm not giving up on that dream. But in the meantime, I did order these little things, and now they're just gonna probably live in my drawer for 6 months. But it's a step in the right direction. All right, so how can I best take my power back? Well, this is kind of a weird card to get, because usually the Hanged one is about like indecision. You know what I mean? Or just like not knowing what to do. How can I best take back my power? Burdock root says, embrace a foe as a friend. That's such good advice. Oh my God. Because yeah, when you say that person is my enemy, you give them your power. You've given them a special title, you've put them up on a pedestal, and you've given them like more energy than anybody else. So it's like, take back a lot of your power by taking back the honorary title of foe, of enemy, of whatever. Like, you know what? You are not the bane of my existence anymore. You are not my special curse. You take back and have it return back to its inherent nothingness. As you embrace a friend as a foe, you take your power back by not letting them get to you, by not letting them have anything over you, by not being affected by them. They can't get at you no more. You took your power back. We're not fighting anymore. When you fight with somebody, you're giving them so much of your energy, so much of your power. And that's like, what? But yeah, do you see how that works? When you give them all that focus, you're giving your power away. So embrace a friend as a foe. Good job, burdock root. That is perfect. Yeah, so when I make peace with my house, with my land, when I make peace with my relationships, when I make peace with my foes and turn them into friends, right? I take all my energy is returned to me that I gave them. Take my power back. Now, some other advice from burdock on how I can best take back my power. Tap into nourishment found in the depths. So I need to go deep within myself where my power lives. Put your hand on your belly where your navel is, or in my case, used to be. I used to have an innie. Now I just have a piece of scar tissue. Well, wherever your belly button is or used to be, your stomach, your navel, your solar plexus, put your hand there and close your eyes. That is where your power lives. So go into the depths, nourish that area, see that area warm and glowing and burning bright with your energy being returned to you. Burdock also says, how can you best take your power back? Let go of control. Let go of control, trying to control everyone and everything around you, outside of you, and allow all that energy and power be returned to you, and just release it all. Release all the controlling tendencies and just stand there and let yourself sit with your power. Sit in your power. Let your power sit in you. Sit with your power. Give it a place to live. Give it a place to be. Be with it and let it grow. So this will take a little time. Lasting change does take time, says the Hanged Man. So this is going to be a process of how we can best take our power back. But the best way to do it is embrace a friend. Embrace all your foes as friends. Give none of your power away to anything against you. It can hurt you not. It has no power to you. So surrender to the process. Surrender to the process. Just like burdock is a valuable ally for the liver as it clears and releases toxins, let your personal energetic toxins go. Let your personally energetic toxic people go. Let your need to control everyone and everything go. Let it go. Take a deep breath and let it go. Let it go. You will find nourishment in the depths of you, of your soul, of your energy, of your place of power. So I think burdock is a good way to get us started with our fourth and final card. How can I repair, nourish, and grow my power? How can I repair, nourish, and grow my power? Whoa. We got the Tower reversed mushroom, which is very powerful to me because the Tower is like, it's like, whoa, destruction. Whoa, everything's crumbling. I've just released control of everything. And it's like the Tower comes down. And yet in that rubble, in that place, I'm just rearranging the cards here a little bit, in that place of shit, literally compost shit, I'm gonna grow on top of it. I'm gonna flourish. These mushrooms are flourishing on this rotting log, right? It is nature's garbage, and it is flourishing. So number 16 is the Tower. How can I repair, nourish, and grow my power? Now 16 adds up to a 7. 1 plus 6 is 7. That is my life path number. So to me, that personally speaks to me and says, well, stay on your fucking path, lady. That's how you can best repair, nourish, and grow your power. Don't get distracted, especially when it's so obvious it's the same old energy. It's the same old energy cycling back to test you out, see if you want it. Do you want to make another karmic mistake and you need another karmic lesson? It's like even happening on the same dates now. So I have to realize when things are just coming back around to see if I'm still a match to that old energy where I give my power away, or if I need to stay on my path and keep moving forward. Keep moving forward as I repair, nourish, and grow my power. First step was taking it back, understanding why I did it, realizing I did it, and then understanding why. Moving forward then on how I can best take my power back. What can I do? And literally, what a good suggestion from Burdock. Make everything your friend. Be okay with everything. Don't get upset, because when you get upset, angry, resentment, fearful, whatever the negative emotion is, you're giving your power away. Now, what can you do? Stay on your path. Oh yeah, everything's destroyed. It's okay. You're going to grow on top of it. You're going to keep on it. You're going to keep on it. So the Tower and the mushrooms say, let tragedy nourish the soil of rebirth. And even today, or yesterday, the Arcturians were talking about all this chaos and calamity are creating new timelines for us. All this tragedy is nourishing the soil of rebirth. So it's okay. It's okay that you gave all your power away and really made things hard for yourself and unenjoyable, and you made yourself weak. It's okay. Let this tragedy nourish the soil of rebirth. So now you need to rebirth into your empowered state. Everything is food for growth. Be liberated. by your acceptance of profound change. So you are powerful when you accept it is as it is. It is what it is. I'm still powerful. It is what it is. Tragedy, destruction, chaos. It is what it is. I am still powerful. And as I accept this profound change in my life, I am liberated by that. I am nourished. I can grow. I can grow into my new self. This is going to be new to me because I've never felt this powerful. But as I get a taste of it and nourish it and grow it and, yes, repair the weakened holes and spots and rips and tears and trampled. Oh, people just trampled on you, girl. Now you have the perfect soil to grow in. Once the first shock of profound change has passed, let the new energy be released. And you grow into your power. It is yours. It is your birthright. Claim it. Take your power back. Realize if you have given it away, and then you state out loud, may all of my energy be returned to me. I am taking my power back. So be it.